I did get one of these. 10% of critical damage dealt is HP. I wonder how reliably I could actually do that in this. Because I have the other setup on Morag for doing cancels and driver arts, which is a big part of how I fight in this at the moment. But, you know. Oh, I have 2 of these. Huh.
Come join the breeze shooters! We'll do great! Good luck!
Now, if you can believe it, I've been recording for an hour 15 minutes now. So this has gone swimmingly. Headed to Temperantia. Well, just give the word and we can prepare a Titan ship for... Actually, you know what? I need to get Zeke weapons, don't I? I just thought about that. Okay, now that the sun's rising... You know what? That's another thing that that's something I paid attention back to in the first game. Like where the sun was. And what implications that might have. If it's actually rising or if it's like... appearing, essentially. Gloomy. It's that time of day, I suppose.
Lady Morag, greetings. I have news from the front. Our Titan weapon has crossed the central border. It's advancing at about 40 Titan pets per hour.
I want to get in front of it. Is there a suitable place to dock?
There's a bay fairly close by. If you dock there, you should be able to get to the cliffs above it.
Understood. Go!
Yes, ma'am.
We have been all over the place this chapter, haven't we? Wow, this place... Is this a Titan, too? The, like, spikes coming out. I mean, it might be a Titan. It's clearly where the war's being fought, or otherwise. It's not like this place looks like it has much resources. As the morning dawns, so does a new threat.
How awful.
They didn't stand a chance.
Look! Over there!
Watch out! Here it comes!
Attacking up. Wow, we gotta read on where we were quickly.
Everyone! Okay?
Just about, I think.
I'm surprised we were able to...
We have to stop it!
How do we do that?
On its back, there's an Ardanium drive mechanism. If we can somehow sever the cables connecting it to each leg, its energy supply will be cut off. It'll stop.
Lady Mithra, I presume you'll be able to destroy them.
Good plan!
Sure, that sounds like a feasible measure. That is, if we don't mind reducing the whole area to ashes.
What do you mean?
I read instruction manuals. It's my job to know these things.
So it blows up.
The weapon is powered by vaporized Titan bodily fluids.
Ugh.
The gas it makes is completely unstable. The slightest shock and we have a giant explosion on our hands.
So basically, it's like any I mean, it's not even explosion. I was gonna say combustible, but it's just... It's like you're stockpiling a gun with TNT. You're using TNT bullets.
There was an accident here just 3 months ago because we didn't see how unstable it was.
If we just attacked without realizing that...
Oh, damn it!
Why make a weapon that dangerous?
As long as we got the weapon inside enemy lines, destroying the weapon would destroy them too. That was the justification given.
That's so cold it's almost impressive.
That's exactly why the Emperor called a halt to the excavation.
Can we get other people on board?
The control center is protected by 10 layers of armor. The chances of it being breached or destroyed are low. But that armor is limited. It doesn't entirely cover the energy cables.
So, it's them or nothing.
How we get up on Titan's back?
Jump? Ah, yeah, that's an idea.
Up ahead. There's a spot where the cliff juts out. If we can get up there, we'll be able to jump onto its back.
But if our timing's off, we go head first down to the bottom of the cliff.
And we'd have to make it across, avoiding its attacks all the while.
I'll take care of it.
Fan?
I mean, I'll stop the Titan moving. While it's stopped, you all jump onto its back.
Fan, you... All right then. But you better be careful.
Don't worry, I will.
Then let's go.
Okay. Interesting. Well, they seem to point out where it's gonna hit at the very least in the ground, so it's not too bad of a situation.
Sure.
A new locale.
I've gained a new memory.
Almost there. Ah! We can't get closer.
Allow me!
Fan!
Leave her. She'll be fine. Trust me.
So I wonder what exactly her ability does.
Now, let's move!
Yeah!
That's a hell of a jump.
We just need to cut that. What?
Yeah, this looked like a place that we'd end up fighting something.
An independent defense mechanism. Ardanian technology. My apologies.
Why would you even bloody make something like that?
Bitch later, fight now.
Ha! She said a swear. Okay. No, this looked like a place like this looked like a arena to fight in, so I'm not surprised in the slightest.
Squad, hold your positions.
Stay on your toes.
Double spinning
Armor
edge.
fail! Yes! Now!
Okay. Oh, come on.
Oh, you crushed
I
it.
missed.
Beautiful topple.
Double spinning edge. Yeah!
My dead
Go
friends!
so fast that
Have my
even Gemini's
right.
out.
Judgment!
Oh, you can't do that.
Eat it.
This is unexpected.
I'm all set.
There is a way we can win this. Finish them!
Blade throat.
Yes!
I got it.
To the bridge.
It didn't connect.
Gemini loop.
Judgment!
Let me do it.
Defend is now.
Double spinning edge.
Just give me the answer.
Roger.
Yeah! Yeah!
No
thanks. Let me do it.
Warmed up. Excellent control.
Hit it. No.
Now you'll see what fire can do. I got it.
Why not?
This is unexpected.
Double spinning
Unleash
edge.
your power.
Yes.
Mithra.
You won the moment you called on me.
Yes.
Ha! Rolling smash.
We have a burn like no
Double
one.
spinning
The
edge.
time is...
Let me do it.
Defend you to the last, my lady.
Yeah! Rolling smash.
He deflected it.
Finish
Gemini
them!
loop. Here, this.
Double spinning edge.
Focus.
Let me do it.
Roger.
Rolling
He
smash.
deflected it.
This is unexpected.
Ha! Double
Jaguar
spinning
smash.
edge.
Let us make use of it now.
Double
I'm all
spinning
set.
edge.
Quicken arms.
I missed. Let me do
And are we doing no damage to it?
spinning edge. Ha!
Oh, there's a fucking second.
Rolling smash.
Oh no.
This is unexpected.
I just realized we are doing basically no damage to it because I wasn't looking at that. Could I actually force my way through it, or...
Worst comes to worst.
I got
Onto the bridge.
Just give me the heads up.
Eat it.
Focus all over your attacks.
You have my thanks.
Eagle eye.
I'm waiting. Eat it. Full
It
tackle.
didn't connect.
Mid-throw.
Won the moment you called on me.
Ha!
Sure.
Ha!
Bridget, to arms, Lady
Rolling
Moira.
smash.
Great judgment.
Keep your attention on me.
Command me.
Marias. Roger.
Nice and quick.
Eat it.
Great.
I assume, yeah, they're doing proper damage to that.
Now. Yes. Acknowledge. Bridget, form the third. Roger that, Lady Moira.
Oh, it's just healing itself. That's the problem. Okay, I got it.
Won the moment you called on
Didn't
me.
connect.
I'm guessing we need to take that out, then we'll be able to actually do damage.
Double
Like,
spinning
to an
edge.
extent that'll stick around.
Double spinning edge. Why not? Rolling smash. Judgment.
Nice and quick.
Anytime.
Roger.
Blind spot.
Yeah.
Healing circle.
Brave throw. I got
Onto the bridge.
Ha! Axe twist. No effect.
Yes.
Full
Oh,
tackle.
how quickly is this going? It's happening. Let's just let that happen. Let's not force it.
What would you do without me?
Ha! Double spinning edge.
Said something about short circuit over there.
Why not?
This is fairly safe so long as I can keep the attention.
Now's our chance to get some healing done.
Brave throw. We're on top form. I got
Leave it to me. You might not be much, but I'll do what I can.
axe twist.
This is unexpected.
Let me help. Blind spot.
Ha!
Healing circle.
Mid-throw.
Won the moment you called on me.
Together now. When things get
Rolling
rough,
smash.
you gotta grit and bear it.
Yeah, I think that heals, so that should be
And the mind
good in terms of keeping people alive.
healing circle.
Double spinning
Spirit
edge.
is
Bridget, to arms,
Blind
Lady
spot.
Moira. Show judgment.
Because the AoE attacks are the bigger problem here at the moment.
You think it could just be the
Command me.
Eat it. Touchdown. I got
Leave it to me. Don't risk it.
Nah, I can keep going.
Not- That is a long time. Oh my
Power
goodness.
swipe. Roger.
It feels long to me at least.
Judgment.
I know the enemies probably have something similar in terms of...
Won the moment you called on
Rolling
me.
smash.
It didn't connect.
They're almost done over there too, so...
Healing circle.
It's getting tough.
Sneak hit.
You're hurt. Let me. I can feel it
Can I
coming.
show
Worry
you?
about this. Nice and quick.
We're
I can
finished
do it
them.
if I just calm
Jaguar
down.
smash.
Now that chance to get some healing
For
done.
sure. Touchdown.
I'm all warmed up now.
Gemini look.
Nicely done. I got
Onto the
We can
bridge.
need a lot of left on our
Sneak
side.
hit.
Let us make use of it.
Let me help.
Jaguar smash.
Eat
Bridget,
it.
to
There is still
arms, Lady
much to
Morag.
learn.
Oh, did we just need to take that out? Okay. Okay, cool. I figured we had to take that out, then the other thing.
It stopped.
Yes, seems like it. It's you. I thought it might be.
Haha, hey, bud. You came here as a distraction.
Jin!
Right?
I knew it.
So this is Jin, leader of Torna. I am Fan Lenoren. As envoy of Praetor Malthus, I am bringing you into custody.
Oh, daring.
How ironic. That you should speak his name with that face. Oblivious to everything. Even your own identity.
What? Do you know something about...
And you, Aegis. Don't you dare stand there, acting like you're not involved in all this.
All right. Then tell me this. Why are you, who fought alongside us to defeat Malos, now standing by his side?
Jin fought against him.
It's very simple. I realized he had the right of it. That's all.
Okay.
I don't think it's as simple as that at all.
Never is.
So clever. You always were too clever for your own good.
Sorry. That's just the way I am.
Mithra! Don't tell me!
Yes. He's a blade too. He was the strongest blade in Torna, until it fell in the war.
It fell, says the girl who sank it.
A blade?
Oh, Torna was a titan?
There were none stronger, yet none kinder either. And no one who hated to fight more than him. Why, Jin? What changed?
What if I told you it was your fault?
Mine.
If you hadn't sealed yourself away, then she'd still...
Oh. So that's it.
Yeah, red.
That core crystal!
He's even using his own weapon.
That color. It's like blood.
Careful. That crystal isn't normal.
Put away your sword. My ability is to restrict a blade's every action. As long as you are a blade, there is nothing you can do to escape its clutch.
Wait, restricting Blade's powers? Then before, was that...
Go ahead and try.
It was also a red aura, so... If that's not his normal color, too, as a blade, interesting. Mithra being surprised implies that.
Just give me the word.
My excitement is rising. And expect no mercy from me.
Skyward slap.
This happened to me.
Yes.
Focus.
Ultra
Being
slap.
calm is half the battle. Armor down.
Eat it!
Eagle eye.
Brave throw!
What a power run.
Much
Gemini.
but leave it
Ultra
to me.
slap.
Much appreciated.
Hero has no sense. No need. Make haste and retreat. Swallow.
Oh, fantastic. Okay, whatever.
Skyward slap.
Nice timing on that to stop me from getting the blade combo through.
Ultra slash.
Gemini, you...
Rolling smash. Away.
Bridget, delay spinning edge. My dead body. You have my thanks.
Empty moment.
Unleash your power. Ready to meet your maker.
Korea! Got it well in hand!
Roger. It won't be that easy.
Skyward
You
slap.
have my thanks.
Okay,
if
watch
this
this.
happened to me.
Ultra slap.
It won't be that easy. It's half the battle.
Rising blade. Mortal. Done. Swallow.
Ah. That launch is not helping.
slash!
No. Ha! You have my thanks.
Empty moment!
Oh, he also has evasion.
Touchdown!
Now they're
Skyward slash! For sure!
Smash!
Ultra
Feel
slash!
your breath, and the mind will follow.
Leave it to me.
Excellent concord.
Leave it to me.
I shall defend you to the last, my lady.
Good to have you
Bold
here.
tackle! Yes! For sure!
Gemini loop.
Ha! We have a burn like Ultra Slash! Maria! Empty moment! Watch out!
He interrupts us a lot.
You can do it, Rex.
Skyward slash!
I should be able to make light of that.
Swallow!
Roger.
Let me do it! Already dead, Rex! Rolling smash! Disrupt! Farewell!
Is that the first one I got through? I don't know. It might be. It's hard to tell what I have on him.
Why not? Maria! Let me do it!
Skyward
slash! Empty moment!
Your positions. We commence the plan. Leave the vanguard to me. To me. Nia, take them down.
At your service.
Ready or go multi. Over to you, Rex.
You got it!
Finish this.
You shall not escape. Finish them. In I go. Nia, take them down.
Let me show you something. Adamantine axe. Over to you, Rex.
Go! You got it!
Ah.
Prepare yourself.
This is not the end. Finish them. Whirling dragon. Nia, take them down.
At your service.
Ready or go multi. Over to you, Rex.
Don't mind if I
I'll
do.
finish this. Much stronger.
Worked well enough.
How is he still moving? Even that Petroka girl couldn't withstand it.
No, it's working. His powers are certainly limited now. But Jin, he's one of the most powerful blades in history.
So it's repression.
Even so, we can beat him. We just have to work together.
I don't think so.
What?
Fan!
That is the obvious solution.
You are no slave. Be free now.
Fan. No. No. Why? Jin! Why the hell would you do this? What good does it do you?
Why, you ask? Then let me ask you this. Blades are granted phenomenal power from our Creator on high, yet we are doomed to never remember. Why?
What?
The accumulation of memories is what allows mankind, no, all life to grow, change, evolve. But blades are fleeting. When we return to our cores, our memories are lost, our growth snatched away forever.
People aren't so different.
Man's life too has an end, yes. However, though each individual life is fleeting, you pass on your memories, allowing you to grow as a species, as a culture. Why does Indol control all the core crystals? By controlling the moment of every blade's birth, they enslave our entire kind. How is that fair? We have no culture because Indol decrees it. Because that's what your kind do.
Jin!
Why are you the masters and we the slaves? It is we who embody the very nature of this world.
Blades embody the world. I don't get what you're...
If you saw the last state of humanity, you'd understand. Now that you have come this far, there can be no turning back. But I'm afraid your journey ends here.
What?
Why now?
Hey, now's our chance!
Huh?
What are you standing around for? Show that scumbag what's what!
What?
It's Akos!
Malos sent me. Time to make an exit. Ready?
Who says we're going to let you go?
You really don't understand, do you? You really think this is over?
What the? How? We cut the bloody cable!
Certainly. But some energy still remains deep in its core. Don't you see? It's like a blade weapon. Well, you seem busy. I'll leave you to it. Bye.
Wait!
We have to fight this now, or? Yep.
Engaging
Huh.
the enemy. Lady Morag, be careful.
Hey, did you
Hands now! Blade!
Double
Gemini
spinning
to me. Still
Rush
your
down.
breath, and the mind will follow.
Eagle
My
Eye!
sight
At least it's not healing this time.
We're on
Gemini,
Gemini
you ride my belt.
Judgment! Unleash your power!
Hey,
Hey!
did you practice it?
My dead
Gemini
body.
loop.
Much appreciated. Carve it!
Blade throw!
I got it. Leave it to
Much
me.
appreciated.
Leave it to me. Gemini loop.
Double spinning edge!
We can turn this in our favor.
Now it gets interesting.
We're on a roll now.
I've waited for this
Gemini
all
loop.
day.
Now.
Excellent Concord.
Go on.
This is
Why
worst
not?
Comes to worst, I'll patch you up.
Rolling smash!
Bridget, to arms, Lady Morag.
Double spinning edge! Mitra!
You won the moment you called on me.
Finish them! Ready to meet your maker?
Rolling smash!
Just give me the heads up.
Blade!
Yeah,
done.
decisive blow!
Prepare yourself.
We
Why
can
not?
turn this in our favor.
Rolling smash!
Gemini loop.
Much
Didn't
obliged.
connect?
Double spinning
Hey,
edge!
did you practice it?
Jaguar!
Let us make use
Lot
of
of
it.
low down there.
No
Let's get that heal.
Double spinning edge!
Unleash your...
What? Rolling smash!
Gemini loop.
Oh my goodness, did that cancel that? Of course it canceled it.
Spinning edge!
Finish
You
them!
can't do that. Gemini loop.
There is a way we can win.
Double spinning edge!
Roger.
On you go.
I shall drown you in my power. First day
Korea!
Nice and quick. Show
Make
now
this
your strength.
temptation
I'm up last.
Ha! Yeah! Blade throw!
Now's your chance to get some healing going.
Ha! For sure! The enemy's element is now electric.
Still your...
Witness the power of water.
Myth, let me do it.
Without me.
Yeah!
Unleash your power!
Let us make
Rolling
use of
smash! Healing halo! Double spinning edge! Wanda! Just go here on top there! Form!
Play cover, third stage.
Let's bring it in! I love it! Let's begin! For Ardanian honor! Nia, take them down! Zuma!
At
on
your
it.
service. Magnificent.
Over to you, Rex!
Hit! You got it!
Prepare yourself!
Elemental burst.
You shall not escape!
Magnificent.
Carbon! The time has come!
Magnificent.
Nia, take them down! Here I
Aqua
can!
wave.
Razio Morty! Over to you, Rex!
Hit! Don't mind if I do.
Photon edge!
Magnificent.
This is not the end!
Magnificent.
Bridget!
For Ardanian honor!
Elemental burst.
Nia, take them down! Zenobia, on it! All mine!
Begin. Magnificent.
Over to you, Rex!
You got it!
Prepare yourself!
Great.
You shall not escape! Finish them! And now! Nia, take them down! Zuma,
At your
on
service. Superb.
it! Over to you, Rex!
I got it.
I'll
You
finish
got
this.
Superb.
Experience begets wisdom.
Aye, aye, aye.
I don't get it. I'm meant to be a driver now. I have a blade of my own. But I couldn't do anything. Fan. Nothing's changed. I'm just as weak as I've always been.
She hasn't reverted back to a core crystal like the other ones have.
Jin, what happened to make you like this?
What is that? Dad! Orion Army! So many of them! What?
No!
Oh no, is it really gonna break out now?
Shit! Who gave that damn order?
At this rate, I don't think there's any stopping them.
How so?
They think more Ardane attacked them illegally, with no declaration of war.
This is bad. If someone doesn't explain what's really going on...
But there's no time for that.
So what? We just give up?
Heavy cannons. That's Uriah's main weapon.
Could we blow this place up before?
Here too. More Ardane also readying artillery.
I don't care if we're not going to make it in time. We need to get to Araya.
Right.
Wait!
We need to buy some... What the... Is that Indole? Oh, it... Yeah, I had a feeling that might end it. Oh my goodness. Masters and slaves. Intriguing. Well, that's a lot to take in. I'm not sure what to make of it at the moment. the thing that really stands out most to me was obviously whatever reason he lost his composure at the end there, his balance even, his strength, whatever you want to call it, his mental state, etc., etc. Because, I mean, my first thought on the why is that it's connected to Mallow somehow. Here's the thing. It feels like things don't quite add up based on how they've been presented to us. We have the original driver of Mallows, who apparently is still around, with Mallows also apparently still around. I suppose we have seen some situations where they got broken, though, not... And they're acting independently, seemingly, where Mallow said that he's working for Jin, basically. And Jin's goals are basically in direct opposition to Mallow's former driver. I suppose they could still be around. I thought the war... I thought they got defeated before, which would imply at least one of them getting, taken out of the picture. Well, I'll think about it a little bit more. For now, I think that's a lot to wrap my head around, so... I'll see you all next time. Drive safely, everyone. Hello, and welcome back to Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Last time, we finished Chapter 5, right? I think so. Because, never I just can't sleep at the moment. And I was like, what do I want to do? I'll just play Xenoblade. So this is me putting off getting sleep for work tomorrow, so... Hey, Jin. I have some thoughts and stuff, but...
You little scamp. Do you know how much the core you took was worth? I stole it from the castle. 3 years it took me to get it. And now...
Please! She's barely 10 years old!
Silence! Stay out of it!
Well, this has started off on a happy note.
If you die, it'll be as good as new. You brought this on yourself.
I would do that too. If I was Jin.
From now on, I'll protect you. I'll keep you safe. Always. My name is Jin. What's yours?
Oh, look at that blue core crystal that just popped up there.
Laura.
Look at that blue on his sword. Laura. Was that a name that's been mentioned before?
It seems like sending Alkos was the right choice. You alright?
I've been through worse. I can handle it.
Jin, I swear I'll make your dream come true. So stop putting yourself at risk.
So I haven't seen a core crystal on him.
There's still time.
Is that part of your dream, too? What are we, in the end? This hunger I feel, this thirst, is it really my own? Or is it someone else's? Sometimes I can't tell. Tell me, Jin, Are you really here? I don't know where I really am.
You're starting to sound like a human.
Oh, yeah?
I suspect that might be the point.
Perhaps we're not so different after all. Humans and blades.
Ooh. Should I start talking about my little theory that I've thought about since I last recorded? Should I? Because they seem almost to be hinting at it being the case. I could. I certainly could. So, this is what I wrote down since last time. And I'm still recording ahead. I think we got to the point where Mithra took her clothes off. I know that's a great... In terms of the episodes that actually went up, I know it's a great thing to just notice the current status of the series. Mithra took her clothes off. So I don't remember. I didn't go back and look. But I remember noting that Cole's core crystal looked like it was like corrupted, right? And he noted it was part of the whole flesh eater things, trying to combine humans and blades and stuff like that. I'm trying to remember, was the like, it was like two colors, blue and it was either red or purple. I'm going to assume red because that makes the speculation easier. I didn't actually go back and check, partly out of laziness and partly out of, generally I don't like going back to check specific things unless it's like specific wordings of stuff and stuff like that, because I already get enough double exposure out of editing and just confirming stuff to be, working and stuff just as part of the whole let's playing process and making sure technically everything's sound. So yeah, that's sort of my theory at this point, that the red is indicative of a transference of detaching themselves from the blade system at the very least, to the point where they may as well be humans, basically, by infusing themselves with humanity or something along those lines. And Torna is basically all that, considering we've had the red aura from the other people like Akos, and we had the whole ability of what's-her-face that Rex pointed out in the last set of battles. So that's my assumption. Torna is basically a bunch of rogue blades that are trying to actively make themselves so that give up their immortality in exchange for actually being able to have control over their final fate, basically. That sort of thing. Yeah. You can also back that up by what Jin was saying at the end of the last episode when he was like, when he killed Fan, and it's like, you are now free or something along those lines. And also the fact that Fan's body didn't disappear in any capacity. She didn't like go back into the core crystal. Because it was pointed out before that when Mithra caused the other blades to basically revert, it was because she cracked the core crystal and whatnot. And sure, Jin did that too, but she didn't revert back into it. So it's one way or the other unless something changed between the two instances, right? Implying that he did something that would cause her to gain mortality. Alternatively, things didn't really add up a lot with her in the first place, so maybe she already had to some extent. So yeah, that's sort of where I am in terms of that. That seems like the obvious answer, even now that I really think about it, and I've processed everything to some extent since last time. It does feel like the obvious answer. So I'm not sure if they're going to go in a different direction. Maybe it's a red herring or something else of that nature. I mean, if I were to speculate the reason why, like what they were just talking about, like maybe blades and humans aren't all so different, my general idea would be that maybe you were human to begin with and you're just in a different form of existence currently, and the fact that you can go to the point of being mortal again implies that you can break free of it, etc., etc. It all sort of ties back into other stuff I've talked about in the past. Another thing I wrote down, and this is a lot less consequential, the Nopon. It has felt like so far each of these areas feel like they have like a main species. Like in Garfont, that was the overall place. It was like cat people. Uriah, it seemed like they had like sort of bird people. Like anthropomorphic sort of versions, not necessarily. Well, that wouldn't even be the right word. What would actually be the right word for, like, basically humans with animal like characteristics here and there? I don't know what the right word for that would be. I don't think anthropomorphic actually is right there. I think that you'd have to look a lot more like the animal for that to be correct. I'm obviously not big into the furry scene if I don't know my words on those correctly. But it has felt like each area has had like a local sort of species. Like when we were back in Litharia, where Rex grew up, it seemed like all the people had a very distinct like shade to their skin, and they all had like, it was like they had a very like distinct and typically common race between them, which is one of the reasons Rex felt like he was a relative outsider. And not that it matters. Obviously, there's a bunch of different species living together, but there typically seems to be one that's the like, sort of like main original, maybe resident of that continent, basically. And part of that thought process was Nopon. Where the fuck do Nopon come from? And I wonder if that might be connected how they talk about how Nopon drivers are so rare, even. And yeah, some other people have pointed out stuff that I need to take care of. Once we get started on the chapter, I think I'm going to go do a lot of side quests, start doing side quest stuff again. So I'll try to remember all that for when that time comes. So for now, let's get going again. Well, that person's sauntering. Also, I am like half asleep as a result of everything, so feel free to ignore my ravings to some extent. I think I might be slightly out of it for this recording session, but I just felt like playing Xenoblade, so I was like, fuck it. Fuck it, who cares if I have to, like, actually get 8 hours of sleep for working in the morning. Oh, hey, buddy! Where are we? I thought we were at the, temple area at first, but I mean, maybe still, but I could be wrong. I wasn't paying that close attention. Peace treaty, maybe?
What's the deal with this ceasefire?
Yeah.
A tribunal, it looks like. Praetor or Malthus is here in person. And who's going to argue with the Praetor?
Does he have any clue how many men we lost? If those Ardanians get away with this, Architect, damn it.
Quit your grumbling, mate. All this is way beyond our pay grade.
You got that right. We're all just faceless cannon fodder to the bigwigs. CO says jump, we jump.
They're literally faceless. That is fantastic. Oh. One of them should have said another's name, and I would have gone out of my way to remember it. Oh, yeah, we're just straight up back here. Morning, folks. Oh, sorry, I have to give you epic voice. Morning, folks. Everyone, sleep well. Not a wink. Figured as much. Let's take a nice walk over to the hall where the emergency summit's being held. Clear our heads a little. Someone's got to escort Morag over there, right? I think I would be perfectly capable of finding my own way. And Mithra's meant to be attending too. Apparently, yes. See, we might as well all head over. I guess you're right then. Let's go. Excellent. So, first things first, and this is like really recent in terms of someone making a comment.
Hey, listen!
Great work!
So I'm sort of at the point where I'm thinking we're probably going to get relatively new stuff for weapons and whatnot, yeah? I'd actually have to go and buy something. But part of my setup has been using this massive melee Mithra's sort of ox core in him to make his critical 45%. I'm thinking I'm getting to the point where I'm sort of needing to... I'm guessing at this chapter when I get new weapons, I'm going to have to abandon the high crit rate because it is dependent on his weapon. I think without his weapon, it goes down to like 20% or something like that instead of being 40-5. I think I'm at the point where the crit probably doesn't make up for it. So I might as well do that now. And relative to all that, apparently, in my complete and utter lack of paying attention to anything, I actually like these two on her. The fast blade switch. I guess the fast blade switch isn't as important if I'm not using Rex. Apparently, that is one of the ones in... people told me that the, oh my fucking god, where is it now? There it is. That is one of the ones where putting it in, it has the name of the character in it, which means it's an outfit, like, accessory aux core thing. So, that actually does change it, apparently. So, I'm curious now. What do we got? So... Huh. She's just wearing tights now? Let me get it in better light. Yay, first person. And I'm really low. How do I... No, how did I bring it up again? Shoot. There we go. Huh. Yeah, I think she's just wearing tights now. Oh my goodness, stop moving around. All of you, stop running around. Do I need to just, like, throw you all out of the party? Oh my goodness. I actually prefer that. As a general... I hate to say that I'm just, like, a general fan of tights in the first place, but... It's less revealing, it looks better. I like the contrast between the white and black. I just like that better. Yeah. Okay. And I switched Corvin to crit up 2, which he still has 40% crit at the moment. So I guess we'll see when we get new weapons what's going to happen with that. So I'll have to get to a point... Yeah, I'm going to get to a point here where we presumably leave this area. I assume we're not going to spend the rest of the chapter here in Indel. We're allowed to walk around in here? This is interesting. What are these? Do these represent something, maybe? It's an interesting pattern. It seems very explicit and intentional. Along with these sort of like, almost like ether-looking connections that they seem to have. Which might imply actual, you know, relevance. Oh, hello. What are you doing over here? Through here is the venue for the Summit of Nations. I must apologize, but entry is forbidden to all but the official representatives of each nation. I guess this is as far as we go. Yes, Bridget and I will proceed to the summit. I'm coming with you. And so are you, Mithra, remember? I guess. I'm not sure I like it, but I suppose I have to play my part in all this. Rex, you head back to our chambers and with the others and wait for us. No problem. Be careful in there. Okay, Mithra. Don't worry, I'll handle this just fine. I got tights now. They'll love it.
My deepest thanks to you for agreeing to this ceasefire. Queen Rakura, Emperor Nile.
As I recall from the Assyrian treaty of 350 years ago, the Praetorium was to refrain from intervention in times of war. And yet here you are intervening. But I trust you have a suitable justification, Your Eminence.
Naturally. But first, to ensure impartiality in these negotiations, may I present Nira, acting chairman of the Argentum Trade Guild.
Really?
Furthermore, representing the Tantalese, His Highness the Crown Prince Ozikairis Brunev Tantal will also be attending.
I see why he changed his name.
The Crown Prince? The prodigal prince of Tantal.
I see why he uses a different name. I don't even remember it anymore. Something, something, something. My goodness, that went in one ear and out the other. My goodness. I actually legitimately feel a little loopy. Like I'm half sleep deprived, I'm half just, like, I've just woken up.
What a spectacle! Seems the Praetor has as much clout around here as ever.
Could we not just take them out here and now?
Good point. All the principal nations' heads gathered here? It'd make things easy later.
The way to the World Tree must first be opened. Wiping out mankind is the easy part. We could manage that ourselves.
Even so.
That isn't our only goal, remember? We must wait for the stage to be set.
Is Jin serious about this?
Yeah. I've been wondering that myself.
Oh, he's serious. He always is.
And if they're blades...
He will annihilate mankind, and then...
Matches the Neo theory from before.
He will kill the architect.
So basically, he's super duper upset over how things have gone in the world, and just wants to say, fuck you for this happening.
Now,
got it.
It seems Mor Ardain has been accused of a unilateral breach of treaty in this matter. Emperor Nile, I open the floor to you. Is there anything you wish to say?
While we are still conducting investigations into the cause, it cannot be denied that weaponry belonging to our forces was discharged against Uriah. Regardless of any possible reason and circumstance, we are prepared to offer recompense for this grave offence.
So you want to settle this with money?
We will provide any compensation deemed necessary.
Perhaps I'm misunderstanding. To my ears, it sounds almost as if you mean to imply that the blame for these offences does not lie with your Majesty at all.
We are investigating. I ask that we not draw any hasty conclusions.
What need is there for investigation? I believe a cause has already been established. There are witnesses.
And that would be?
Da-da-da. Useful. To have him along. Actually, what will he say it, or?
What a preposterous notion. The people you speak of are merely a terrorist group.
Who hijacked a weapon.
How could they possibly command that measure of...
It's the truth. I, Ozikairis, swear this in the name of King Eulogimenos Tantal.
Can confirm ex-chairman Banner give these people some kind of supplies. Military supplies, methinks, and in great number.
He's been forced out?
But why would...
Fantastic.
What if I were to tell you that the Aegis Malus, who raised the world 5 centuries ago, was involved?
Ridiculous. Everyone knows he disappeared in a blaze of flame.
He's very much alive, believe me. That arsehole, the Aegis, has confronted us in person. And if my word is not enough for you...
This feels so scripted by the Praetor. Definitely wanted to go this way.
A blade? But that core crystal...
This is another Aegis, named Mithra. Your Highness has heard of her, surely?
So the rumors that reached us were true. Who is its driver?
If you knew that, I dare say your surprise would be even greater.
Oh, fuck you.
But that is not the matter we are here to discuss, Your Highness. This is a dire situation.
Six o'clock already. Mithra's been in there for a long time now.
We've just got to trust them. They're dealing with the leaders of whole nations. It's not like there's anything you or me can do to help.
Ugh.
I wonder... So, before moving on, I just had a thought. I wonder how much of Rex's life is connected to the same rules that define Blade's lives now. Having half of a life force implies there's a limited threshold. At the very least, yeah. But at the same time, the implication is that when their driver is defeated, they go back. But Rex is maybe a driver. I actually was talking about it last time, where maybe he's not the driver. Maybe it's more like a blade with another blade interacting, but they're like the same blade maybe at a point. And I've theorized the idea that maybe they could be like linking souls in some capacity, and they sort of become the same-ish to an extent. That sort of thing. Like the same-ish person, and it explained that sort of like carryover. I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm loopy. That's my excuse. I think I made some implications, though, that are implied by me.
I've noticed something about Malos. He's an Aegis, but you wouldn't know it from how he's fighting.
I know, right?
I'm pretty sure he's damaged in some way.
You mean he can't use the full extent of his powers?
The wounds I dealt in our battle long ago may not be completely healed.
Alternatively, what if in a situation where Torn is trying to make themselves all human and mortal and whatnot, that cuts him off from at least partial aspects of his power?
His end goal is Elysium. He wants to go back to the place he was born. There he can heal until his powers have recovered. If Malos is allowed to restore himself,
the horrors of 5 centuries past will return.
Or worse still, Malos' goal is simple. He means to destroy humanity in its entirety.
Why would anyone desire that?
Perhaps he doesn't even need a reason. It seems to be a deep-seated drive. An instinct. As natural as breathing.
All of this is my responsibility.
Praetor Amalthus? Whatever do you mean?
You're still alive, right?
It was none other than I who awakened Malos and unleashed him upon the world.
So, Your Eminence, the rumor that you were once Malos' driver is...
I never intended to obscure the truth. It is writ plain for all to see in history books.
The fuck is up with her hands?
I was a fool. It was to prevent such foolishness that all passage to the World Tree was forbidden after the Aegis War. However, it has become apparent that the laws of men do not apply to Malos.
Why don't you just kill yourself at this point? Wouldn't that solve it?
The time may have come to lift that restriction.
Dude, if you're his driver and blades go away when you unresonate, or when the driver dies, it's such an obvious solution.
I appreciate this.
Don't think you've earned my trust. But since Rex is going to Elysium, their paths are bound to cross. That's all.
I'm surprised. You seem so devoted to the boy.
is for both our sakes. But you, Amalthus, who is it that you're living for?